Marc-Andre Fleury is a Penguin once again. Let's talk about it.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinidad and shots. Penguins win it! Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
And on Fade, the shot. He scores! Here's Crosby with a burst of speed up the middle. Gets open and scores!
We're a collective.
Andy Kyoto is beating Minamaki. Finds him. What a show!
Finally, a move that Kyle Dubas does I could get behind. The Pittsburgh Penguins sign Marc-Andre Fleury to a professional tryout. And this means he gets to suit up with the Penguins on September 27th for part of the game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is a preseason game, so don't get too excited. But Josh, how are you feeling? And does this mean that Tristan Jarry, is he on the move? Is he finally out of Pittsburgh? Do we finally have that goaltender that we need to take it to the cup?
No. Like you said, this is a professional tryout type contract. This is not any type of long term. But no, this is awesome. I think this is a great way to celebrate a Penguin legend, someone who has helped win championships here in Pittsburgh. And, when he announced his retirement and did his farewell tour, I thought that was going to be it. He would, retire with the Wild and then that right off into the sunset. But I was kind of hoping, having my expectations that he would sign a one-day contract type thing with the Penguins during training camp or whatever, and have like a nice little ceremony, like officially sending in that like quote unquote fax to the NHL saying that he is retired. But this is even better. This is fantastic.
Yes.
Not only
100%.
do we get the satisfaction of him retiring as a Penguin, but we get to see it one more time. We get to see him on the ice, wear that 29 in the black and gold one more time between the pipes. That's sick. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I don't even I'm like giddy. Like there is like nothing to actually like really get excited about this year, which is kind of depressing. But this is this is probably going to be the highlight of the year. This is probably going to be something that we're going to be talking about throughout the year and and forward. It's great.
100%. I can't wait. Knowing Marc-Andre Fleury, he's going to get a new helmet, a new pad set up.
You think?
I think so. I think he's going to go all out for this last game. This is something that obviously has been in the works. Kyle Dubas said that Marc-Andre Fleury always has a place here. So the fact that they got to get this done, this was just a pleasure for them to do. And that I think it's a super class move by Kyle Dubas and the Penguins organization. Hey, this guy has been here. He's beloved by the fans. Let's just bring him in and just let him play part of a preseason game. That doesn't really mean diddly squat because next year the rules are changing anyway. So this is the year to do it. Bring him in, let him suit up, and Marc-Andre Fleury is going to be joined by Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and Chris Letang for their final game together. They're going to play that game. They usually don't play preseason, and if anything, it's super relaxed or whatever. That they're going to suit up with their best friend, and it's going to be such an incredible watch because preseason games, they're lucky to sell the inner bowl. The lower bowl. They're lucky to sell that. This arena is going to be packed. There's going to be a line out the door. They are going to scream, Fleury, Fleury, Fleury. This is going to be an incredible jump start to the season. It's going to be great, and I would not be surprised, Josh, that Marc-Andre Fleury steals Andy Kyoto's job again. Because I could see in a couple years that he joins the organization. Maybe if
You
it's
think?
this year, 100%. Because if you're keeping Sid around, he's going to be like, well, please give me people that I like in the building. Fleury, he loves Matt Cullen. He's in the organization, so that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool to know. So I think that could happen, but let's not get too in the future. Let's back up. Marc-Andre Fleury is playing a hockey game, and he's going to probably start the preseason game on Saturday, September 27th. I think it's going to be really cool. I think people are excited about this. We're giddy about it. Josh, do you have a favorite Marc-Andre Fleury moment?
I mean, I can't think of one, but just the one thing that like I've always loved about him is that even when he gets beat, he doesn't think he's beat. You know what I mean? He's diving, putting everything he can in to get across the crease to make the save. So, how many saves have we seen where he's done that? Glove save, just full extension, doing everything he can.
Post to post, yeah. 100%.
Immediately thinking, in terms of this, the first Stanley Cup in
09.
09 when he's going late into third. Detroit's trying to tie it up, and he's able to get across the crease to
100%.
stop that one-timer by Detroit. So, it's just who he is. And it's incredible just to be able to have seen him, in Wilkes-Barre and then make his way up to the NHL. You were talking about the pads. He may get a new set. If he gets a new set, they better be those all yellows.
All yellows.
They better
he
be
probably
those all
still
yellows.
has them. He probably still has them. But that's my favorite memory. My favorite memory. Josh knows this story. Pre-game, I have to be there for the warm-ups. Josh knows this. He hates it. I love it. We get up for the warm-ups. We see him. This is all in Wilkes-Barre. We see Marc-Andre Fleury skating around, and I'm banging on the puck, and he tosses one. We make eye contact. He tosses a puck over the glass. This is I don't know where that puck is. That puck is gone probably. But I will say that Marc-Andre Fleury and I have looked at each other, and he tossed me a puck. I have that story. I was a chubby, 12-year-old? I'm a chubby 30-year-old, but it was incredible. It was incredible to see him in Wilkes-Barre. I'll never forget when it was Andy Chiodo's show. Just want to let you know. It was the Chiodo Dragon show, basically in Wilkes-Barre. And during a game, I think we were getting beat pretty bad, and Chiodo got pulled, and everyone was like, who's this? Fluorescent pads. This was the bright yellow. So the yellow did not match the Wilkes-Barre logos because at the time we had the Vegas gold. And he had this fluorescent yellow, and he was so short and skinny, and it was just like, who the heck is this? And he was flopping around and made it entertaining. And I remember Wilkes-Barre just immediately fell in love with Marc-Andre Fleury, and that carried all the way up when he got called up to Pittsburgh, made an immediate impact. He obviously helped the Penguins go to 08, helped the Pens go 09, 16, 17. He has been a dominant pillar in the Penguins' history. Without him, we would not have made the Cup in 17. That was the year that it was back and forth with Matt Murray. And if you recall that Capital Series, that it was second round before third round, whatever the round is before we faced Ottawa, it was Matt Murray who was struggling. He couldn't get the job done. Fleury had to come in because he knew who the Capitals were, and he helped the Pittsburgh Penguins get to a place where we can face Ottawa and we could go to the Stanley Cup. The video is in our intro. We love that story, and we wouldn't have gotten there without Marc-Andre Fleury. He has been a pillar of the Pittsburgh Penguins, and I am so happy that he's coming back. And it all goes back to that moment where I'm like, dude, toss me a puck. Whoever this goaltender is, toss me a puck. And it's been an awesome moment since then. I did kind of rattle on there, but
No,
I thought
it's okay.
I thought it was good.
just one last two things. Just two things. One is super quick. How funny is it now? Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but seeing that Matt Murray was struggling in that series, we should have saw the warning signs. That should have been the first red flag. But hey, ignorance is bliss.
He was also like 20, like two. It's like that was. We were just like, oh, it's all right. He's a rook. That's why we have Fleury.
That's right. But hey, whatever. We're moving on. Hopefully to greener pastures once Jari is now gone. However, point number 2. Technically this celebration isn't even going to end, because now with this new reiteration of the Penguins Hall of Fame, he's probably going to be one of the first, new guys to go in. Now, technically there's a set going in this year. But
Chris Kunitz is one of them.
Yeah, but like a part of like the new like voting that they're doing, like it's going to be next year, and it'll probably be Fleury leading that crew
100%.
going in. So that's what I mean. Like, we're going to be celebrating him on September 27th, but then also he's not going away, like you said, not only because of the possibility of him returning to the organization in a coaching capacity, but he's guaranteed to be in that Penguins Hall of Fame. So the celebration is going to be for the next 2 years.
Yeah, not only the Penguins Hall of Fame, he has the caliber to be NHL Hall of Fame.
He's going.
It's just a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
And I think this just brings a whole lot of excitement, and I think this is what he wanted. He played Minnesota. That's great. He came in the last game, and it was a farewell. And even we talked about it live. So if you don't know, me and Josh go live after every single Penguins game, and we talked about it. It was his last game, and we felt that it wasn't really a farewell. It was kind of just like, fun times with Marc-Andre Fleury. And I was like, this is his last game ever. Last game ever. And now that I'm talking about this out loud, we had a source that said, oh, it's because something else is coming. And we were like, oh, what is it? And it never happened. Is this it? I just realized.
I don't know. We never knew.
We never knew.
They never said what it was.
So I'm sorry if this is confusing. Last year, when Marc-Andre Fleury played his last game in Pittsburgh as a Minnesota Wild, in our chat, there was someone who has someone in the creative side of the Penguins organization. And we were very confused on why it wasn't really a farewell, like a big farewell. It was kind of just like hijinks with Fleury over the years, And we were like, that was just really weird because this is his final goodbye. And that person in the chat literally said, oh, something else is coming. It's just like, this isn't the end of Fleury in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we were just like, what does that mean? We know he's retiring. So what does that mean? Like, is he getting... And we all assumed, oh, is it like a one-day contract? Is it this? Is it that? And we went over all the hypotheticals. As we're talking, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we talked about this last year.
I forgot about that, yeah.
So this has been probably something in the works for a while. That's pretty incredible. That's great. I just realized that just popped in my brain. But
nice poll.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I just realized. I was like, oh yeah, that we talked about this, didn't we? But anyway, it was his last game in Minnesota, and it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right. At the end, there was a behind-the-scenes clip that kind of went viral among the Penguins fans, and it was Gino, Sid, and Fleury. Fleury had his kids and his wife around, and they were cutting the net as like a goodbye, and it was all very sad. And Marc-Andre Fleury looked at Gino and said, I miss this. And I was just like, oh, my heart, because he wanted to play with them. He wanted to be in the locker room with them, and that was not robbed from him, but that just didn't get to happen. It was robbed from him. It just didn't happen. Now he gets that goodbye. He gets to suit up with the black and gold. He gets to walk out. He gets to maybe pull a prank or two. He gets to be in that Penguins locker room one last time where it actually means something rather than just him walking around. This is going to be a phenomenal night, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see that arena packed with fans screaming, chanting Fleury.
Yeah, we may have to actually do a special preseason post game. You know, like we usually don't do preseason, but
Maybe
this
we
may
should.
have to be an exception because why wouldn't we? You know?
Yeah, that is true. Oh, that is really true. I did not think about that.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. Maybe we should. You know what, Josh?
Yeah.
Let's make that decision right now.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. You got a little peek behind the curtain. We're doing it. We're going live. September 27th. What time is that? Do you know?
I don't. That's a good question.
I think it's 7 p.m. I could be wrong. We're doing this live. Do
Yeah.
it live. Hold on. Well,
They're usually aren't the preseason games sometimes midday though?
yeah,
Like 3?
it's 7. It's 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
So 7 p.m. I don't know if I could do that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Josh will go live, and that's what's going to happen. Okay? That's what's going to happen.
Sounds good.
I looked at my calendar and I said, nope, can't do that. But it's good. Josh is going live, and
Well,
it's going to be
fair,
fantastic.
I haven't even checked my calendar, so
Okay. This may be all irrelevant. Doesn't even matter. All right. So
I
glad
love it.
this made the episode. This is going to
I
be
love it.
great.
Yes.
But anyway, I'm excited. I know you guys are excited. This is going to be a fun time for Penguins fan. What a way to kickstart this season. As Josh mentioned early in this episode, it's going to be a snooze fest this upcoming season. It's going to be the worst. I think people are going to be really down in the dumps. Maybe Kyle Dubas knew this would help ease the pain. What a nice little Band-Aid this would be as the Penguins have less than 20 wins on the season. So it's going to be a long season, but at least we get to start it right. Now we want to know what you have to say. I know you guys are excited. Tell us your favorite Fleury story in the comments down below. Let us know if you're going to the game. Also, join our Discord where you could share those photos. It's a fast-growing Penguins community. We'd love to have you. All our links are in the bio. You can also follow us on all major social media platforms at Pens Collective. So make sure you follow along. Like I said in the episode, Josh and I go live after every single Penguins game. So stay tuned for that. We will see you guys in the next episode. And as always,
Let's go Pens.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Kunitz and shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.